Coffee on, chaos managed. Let's talk kill switch.
Kill switch.
Kill switch. It's
What are
the
we
latest
killing?
thing that's been up. Apparently cars.
Cars need to die now?
Only if you're drunk.
Well, okay.
Well, that's what they say. Well, I saw this thing recently where we've got people that are voting on it in Congress, whether to allow something to pass. Well, they've got this big omnibus bill thing going on again.
Another million-page document, I'm sure.
Who knows? Billions of dollars. I don't know what they're spending their money on.
And the title probably has absolutely nothing to do with what's inside.
Well, I did a little bit of digging. Because at first it made it sound, when the thing came across, it made it sound like everybody's for this kill switch thing. And in digging into it, the kill switch was actually put into law in 2021 in another bill that was like 1,039 pages long, the Infrastructure and Jobs Act, back in 2021.
And
Section 2,400.
I mean, that's like a real shoestring tie-in to this kill switch thing.
I don't know. But what it was is they had directed the Transportation Authority to install these kill switches on all new cars starting at around 2026-ish.
Okay, so note to anybody that wants to drink and drive, do not buy a 2026 model or newer.
Okay, but 2026 models, I think, are already
out there.
They're already out there. They don't have the technology to follow the law.
Yes. Once again, we're going to put the cart before the horse because this is practical.
In digging into this a little bit more,
money. More tax dollars spent well.
Well, yeah. It was to passively monitor people. And if this switch thing detected impairment, it was supposed to disable the vehicle.
How does it do this detecting?
Well, I dug into that. Funny you should ask.
Magnifying glass?
No, I was Googling. I was asking a lot of questions. How does this kill switch work?
You ask questions?
Go figure. What I had found out is there are supposed to be sensors. And I saw the word camera.
And they don't ever go bad or anything?
In the car. Oh, well, no. We all know sensors
They're
live
great. Forever.
But my thought... What?
Go ahead. I was just thinking, with the sensors, if the sensor dies, like, when you have a tire one that goes or something, what happens? Does your car never ever start again? Or are you now free willy and you can just go ahead and drink and drive all you want and they'll never know?
Well, no, my whole thought process, I was looking into this because my little mind was going and I was going, okay, what happens if you're the sober driver and you've got 3 drunk skunks in the car with you? You're loaded up with passengers.
You're the designated driver.
And that's right. And there is the smell of alcohol in your car from your passengers.
Because you have Jim, Jack, Jose
in the car.
And Johnny.
They're all in the car.
There's a party.
But my question was, okay, if you're the sober driver,
right,
and you've got all your friends in here
breathing,
one big party, they're breathing. Yes, they're still breathing. Would this create enough to stop the sensors and quit the car? Well, in theory, they say no.
But
so I Googled a little bit more and said, well, how do these things work?
But in reality,
it is a possibility because they have sensors all over the car, mainly where your driver is, maybe in the steering wheel. It can detect fingerprint, push button. I don't know. Does it detect alcohol? Don't use hand sanitizer. Because that could
touch, but
you know how you have the press button to start your car,
right?
It was talking about having some kind of sensor on there, so I'm thinking, okay, is that because you puked on your hand, or
maybe it's like
beer on your fingers, or
natural oils in the skin that would be infused with alcohol,
with oil? I don't know.
You have to
but
really
that's what I said. But wait a minute. What if you cleaned your hands with hand sanitizer and now you're pressing the button that's saying, no, alcohol. I mean, danger, Will
They're going to have to switch to witch hazel. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. But I'm looking into this and I'm asking these questions, and they were talking about these breath sensors, sensors that would...
the breathalyzer thingies.
But it's not that you're going to blow into it. It's just, it would detect it in the cabin air is what it said. So your drunk friends might disable your car if it detects enough alcohol. I mean,
so if you happen to take some Dayquil,
I don't know,
and then you sneezed in your car.
Well, no, because I'm sure it detects based on a limit. It detects based on the 0.08.
You overdosed.
What it's about. But I'm reading this. I'm going, okay. So then I'm asking, will it disable a car in motion? Because think about this. These new cars, when they're disabled, what happens when your anti-theft stuff goes into motion? It locks up your steering wheel and you can't go anywhere. So now you've got a drunk driver in a vehicle that can no longer be controlled at all.
Steer, can't put the brake on because you're, well, yeah, that's just it, because it's
disabled the vehicle. And if you're going 65, 70 miles an hour down a highway and that thing cuts off, I'm sorry. That sounds like
no hands.
Well, I mean, it just sounds like a problem to me.
Well, it sounds like
who was the idiot that came up with that idea? And then I did a little bit more digging. Do you know? Now they say that the roughly 30 to 34 deaths occur each day from alcohol.
Okay.
From alcohol.
Well, alcohol-related accidents. Car accidents.
Yes. I'm sorry. I should have clarified that. Well, but yes. So you're roughly looking at, what did I come up with? 12,410 is what it comes up to be in a year.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So we're going to put these things in
numbers.
All of these vehicles.
Yeah.
For 12,000 people. So now I got thinking, did that again. I know. This led me into rabbit holes.
Expense of the car, which Lord knows $50,000 for a new car isn't enough.
Okay. So now how many people that are doing drugs get into accidents? And this is where statistics get a little
it's where it gets kind of weird, because I know you were looking into it and we're getting information about it, where I was looking into it using the same
Google
platform stuff. And it was saying that there's no statistical data that is acquired on accident scenes having to do with a person being impaired from some kind of a drug.
Do you want to know why that is? It's because they can do a breathalyzer or a field test to get a good idea whether somebody's skunked or not.
Yeah, but if the person's the driver, if the driver is the one that was drinking and that is the one that is killed on the scene.
Yes.
You're not getting a breathalyzer from a dead body.
Not from a dead body. Well, and the same goes for, impaired via drugs.
Well, but the thing that I did find,
go ahead,
is the fact that from accidents, they had found that it was like 56% of the people involved in an accident did show some type of drug in their system.
Yes.
Now, whether it's illegal drugs, prescription drugs, that is not a designation.
And that was the other thing that I found, because when they talk about drugs, they talk about legal drugs and illegal drugs.
Yeah.
So there was no distinction between an opioid or marijuana or a prescription drug.
No.
And interestingly enough, there are prescription drugs that will impair driving.
They have little things on the tube that says, do not operate an automobile or heavy machinery while taking this drug.
My question is,
how many people do it anyway?
Why are we putting this kill switch in vehicles for roughly 12,000 DUIs?
You're talking the added expense of having to put this in there. Now it becomes also another thing
on the people that are buying.
Well, it's a burden on the people that are buying, because ultimately you're the one that's paying the price, an escalated price.
Systems fail.
Systems do fail. So it's kind of like a check engine light. You have something minor goes off. Oh, it's a silly little O2 sensor that is really meaningless.
In the tires. The one in the tires, that is so dumb.
But your check engine light goes on.
$300 and some odd dollars to fix that
get you in there to go have it looked into, and only to find out that and then some people, like you said, how many hundreds of dollars you would have to spend in order to have it repaired.
Yes.
Well, you tell me that I got to spend $500 to have a sensor repaired, and it has to do with the silly thing that's a breathalyzer deal. I'm going to look at it and say, that means nothing to the operation of my car.
Not
later days. Not to mention the fact that how many people are crafty enough that know how to disengage these things.
Well, that's true.
So what's the point? Now you're throwing something on your vehicle so that some higher power can shut your car off.
Well, and the consumer has to pay even more money for that car.
And I'm sure that they'll tie this into the insurability of the vehicle somehow or another, too.
I'm sure they will.
Oh, crap. I might have just given them an idea. Erase that part.
Good job.
But, it's ridiculous. Because then the other thing that we were looking into is at what point does the shutoff take effect?
Well, and that is exactly what.
Yeah, because if you're the one thing was saying that kill switches, I'm guessing prior to this wonderful new gadget, they're only functional at the point in time prior to starting the car. That if your little thing says, you've had one too many, dude, you're not going anywhere, the car just doesn't start.
And that wasn't even a kill switch. From what I was looking, that is some kind of a breathalyzer that's usually given to people that have hit DUIs before and they have to have it in the car.
Right.
And it'll start.
But this
like
new one,
anti-theft device.
Yeah, but this new one it's supposed to be set up so that it can, because it talked about people that are driving erratically.
Driving erratically.
So if you're smoking while driving your car and that cigarette happens to fall and you're freaking out because you think you're going to set your car on fire and you're around trying to find it, you're driving all over the road. Expect them to shut your car off because you're driving erratically.
And that's where it starts getting ridiculous. So this month this is January of 2026, a conservative congressman brought it up that they're trying to force the vote to block the enforcement of this bill.
They basically want to get this part
They want to get rid of it. They want to get rid of this kill switch.
Stupid.
And I'm going to tell you, they failed. So now this remains in there and it goes on to the Senate.
Well, let's hope there are smarter people in that office.
And they're supposed to vote on this in the Senate. I believe it's set for the 30th of January.
So if they say, it'll get popped back to the Congress, and the Congress will set up a committee so they can sit there and beat out some technicalities and send it back and run it all over again and waste more tax dollars.
Unless Congress is on board with it. I mean, did they pay off somebody in the car industry or something? I mean, who knows?
That would have to be every different car manufacturer.
Okay, but what is the end game with this kill switch? Because where does this lead to? Now we've got the threat of loss of privacy, misuse of your vehicle, of the vehicle.
Well, I guess get that wonderful
monitoring
little ID.
Tracking travel, restricting travel. I mean,
your social score wasn't high enough, therefore you don't get to go anywhere. Sorry, vacation canceled.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. What happens if I have to go to work though? But wait a minute. They'll have socialism by then, and the government will give us everything, right? Isn't that how that's supposed to work?
Well, that's what they say. That's what they say. Doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Okay. On the upside, the systems have not been sufficiently developed yet to meet the requirement.
Cart before the horse.
You got to wonder. And then the other thing that I really kind of laughed at, they said that the system can be affected by cold weather and gloves.
What? I don't even think that I understand how cold weather is going to affect it. The gloves?
Well, no. Think about this.
Have your hand over your mouth so that...
No, I'm thinking you put the glove on and you're hitting the button to start your car. It can't tell alcohol on your finger.
Kind of like a screen on your phone. You've got a glove on your hand.
Hitting it ain't going nowhere.
For some reason, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, but you can use a stylus.
But I think that's what the glove thing is about. As far as the cold weather, think about this, and this happened in my Toyota. The little sensor thingy in the tire to tell tire pressure.
Well,
you get the little bubble flat tire, and it's like, what do you mean I got a flat tire? You go out and you look, and there is no flat tire. You check them all; they're all fine with air, and the stupid little thing is on it. It's like, well, is the sensor going bad or whatever?
No, it's
ended up taking into Toyota, and Toyota says, oh, it's the weather, and they changed the air that was in all of my tires, and the little switch goes off until the weather starts warming up again. So that's how weather affects it.
Well,
it's the same deal.
It's cold
so if it gets too cold, is it going to shut off your car and run the kill switch? I mean, what happens with that?
I don't know.
Sorry, it's cold. You're not going anywhere. I mean, how does that function?
So what happens when you turn on the air conditioner in your car?
I got nothing. I don't know.
Is that going to affect how that works?
I don't know. But I read that and I thought, what?
So if you're out and you had a good night at the bar, you get in your car,
turn the air
conditioner on cold,
and wear gloves.
Just blast it.
And wear gloves.
I'm going to play proctologist here and put on my rubber gloves. Yes.
Well, nobody said they were rubber. They could just be cold weather gloves. I mean, we don't know.
I think you should use the Rubbermaid long ones because they're glacier.
Oh, they could be the pretty pink ones with the bows. Ooh, that could be fun.
And when you get pulled over, yes, officer, how might I help you? Could you imagine? I'd probably look at you like, okay, she just lost her
We need to do that one day. Get some bright pink lipstick and ride around with those gloves on.
We'll get some pretty hats, the big picture brim hats.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun.
And cat rimmed glasses, like the 1950s style.
I want like the rhinestones or something on mine. That would be super cool.
Can we time this around Halloween so we don't really feel too weird?
Well, we could. But the whole deal is now it's moved on to the Senate. And
so possibly there might be 100 people.
We might be able to kill
more rational thought.
We might be able to kill the kill switch.
Ooh.
If the Senate looks at it and says, no, this has got to go.
Kill the kill switch.
Because there are those privacy concerns. How do we know?
Visions of Wile E. Coyote with a plunging detonator.
Oh, good Lord.
Well, and the privacy issue goes more than just this, because, you could look at this and say, okay, they're putting it out there because we have 12,419 deaths in 2023 caused by alcohol. Look a little bit farther into that. Okay, the majority of the people that died were the actual person who was drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So,
with nobody else involved.
Well, in some cases, there might have been injuries and stuff in that. And yes, there is harm to be. But when we're talking death here, it was the person that was drunk that died. Whether anybody else was involved, there's no data.
And while sad actions do have consequences.
Bingo. You are making a life choice. And this is what the problem is everything is about not making people be responsible for themselves.
That's true. There is no accountability.
There is no. Everything nowadays is we're giving people an excuse to play the victim. Oh, well, I was drinking and I killed somebody. It's the alcohol's fault. Okay, so rather than putting these kill switches in the car so that everybody has to have one and can now be monitored.
Isn't that what gun rights people do?
It's
the gun's fault.
Oh, it's the gun's fault. Somebody shot somebody, and so we have to get rid of the guns. It's the same principle. So, okay, somebody stabbed somebody and killed them because they stabbed them 57 times. Well, let's get rid of every knife that has ever been made.
Are you saying
say goodbye to butter?
Are we saying that we need to get rid of alcohol then?
Well, isn't that what it would be? I mean, shouldn't that be the natural thought? Because the car was the one that killed them.
Yeah.
So we should get rid of the car. Okay.
We should get rid of the alcohol and the car.
Well, wait a minute, though, because that will only help them with their 15-minute cities.
That's true. Huh. Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Because the robotics went wrong, we should get rid of robots. There goes AI.
There goes AI.
No more little robot people taking over.
Boy, we could keep going down this road.
Could you imagine?
Just get rid of everything that causes a problem.
We'll be back to the Stone Age.
We'll be sitting naked on a rock.
Oh, no. God forbid. Could you imagine?
No.
The hideousness of it all.
No, that would be awful.
There are some things that should just be left clothed. Just saying. But no, I mean, seriously, they're getting too much into our business. Our government was never established to do these things and to police the people the way they're doing it.
How have we gotten so large?
Because people haven't been educated on what the Constitution is, the fact that it limits the power of the federal government, and we the people are the power of the government.
Well, initially, the government was set up. The federal government, their job was just to protect our borders.
Mm-hmm. And
is just from enemies, both foreign and domestic.
Yeah.
And it's kind of expanded from
international
there. Well, yeah, but, international trade.
Okay, but here's the problem.
Everything else was supposed to go back to the states.
Who expanded it? The people that are sitting in Capitol Hill.
The government. The government expanded themselves.
They started doing things. And because of the fact
that birds,
that they're the ones that write the bills, they're the ones that have to yay or nay the bills. And people say, oh, checks and balances. Okay, fine.
There are checks and balances.
It goes to... It's written by Congress. It goes to the Senate. Everybody's happy with it. It goes to the president. The president says, hell no, vetoes it, back it goes. 2/3 say yes. People throw their hands up and say, but it's not constitutional. It goes before the Supreme Court. The justices determine through their opinion.
It's an opinion.
It's an opinion that, yes, this is constitutional. So guess what? We now have a law.
It becomes law.
And because of the fact that they write these laws with all kinds of other crud thrown into it.
I'm sorry, that's wrong.
It is wrong.
That's got to stop.
Because the main part might be important, but then they start, it's like sweep it under the carpet. Nobody will know because, well, it's 15,000 pages long. Ain't nobody reading this sucker. And we've
got to pass it in order to know what's in it. Wasn't that a line somebody came up with?
We need to make a Nancy Pelosi piñata just so I can beat the hell out of it.
I know.
It would be legal because, it's a piñata.
It's a piñata.
So anyway, it's stupid because they're writing laws that gave them more power than they were ever supposed to have. It was a job that you were supposed to go. You put into office.
Yep.
It was an honor to serve.
Time.
You did not get paid. You didn't get a pension. When your time was up, back to your home state, and you go back to work and be another member of society. Because what they have created is they've got
careers.
They've created careers, but it's this elite level of people that have more money than they'll ever spend in their lifetime.
Yep.
Half of it's probably gotten by illegal means.
Fraud? Are you saying fraud?
No one listens to it.
Oh no, I said the F word.
Oh, you're dropping F-bombs like some of our leaders do when they're standing behind a podium. Oh God, that's a whole other tangent.
What is up with that? I'm sorry, that is tacky. You're supposed to be a professional and you're supposed to be representing the United States. Have some couth, people.
Well, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. It's so base.
It really is.
Low class. Class.
And this is what's supposed to be representing we the people. Disgusting.
It is. Okay. Train of thought. Back to the whole thing about our elite government.
Yes, the elite government.
They cannot relate. And that was part of the whole idea with you serve.
Being the common man, serve and go home.
Exactly.
Yep.
You're a common, you know your people, you know your constituents. I'm sorry. How does anybody that sits there in any of these offices, whether local office, federal, state, you name it, none of them have ever come up and said, hi, I'm so-and-so, nice to meet you. These are my ideas. What do you think?
No, you don't see that.
No, you don't see that.
Well, and a lot of the problem is people, and this is why you have such fighting amongst the parties, is people listen to the rhetoric. They listen to the propaganda, the buzzwords, and they take it and they run with it. And they don't realize that while they got you going like this against each other, they're laughing, patting each other on the back,
got that
their
one
next
through and
check,
nobody knows.
Shaking hands. And, good job, Fred. We got another one through. Screw those people. I mean,
well, let's face it.
That's what happens.
They're up there. They're not about us.
No, they're
about
not.
Themselves.
Yep.
The only position you can go into making $174,000 a year and
come out a billionaire. Yep.
Wow.
Sad.
I identify as a millionaire. Just get it over with.
So do I. The bank should just give me all that money.
But, you're talking about this whole thing. It invades in your privacy, this kill switch thing.
It does.
Because if things go wrong and the government goes beyond the usage, because they're selling it to you on the point of, oh, people are dying because of they're driving drunk. And they get the bleeding hearts. People, you are talking that literally 0.0037% of deaths are being caused by drunk drivers. It's minuscule.
Yeah.
Is it sad? Yes, it's sad. Do I feel bad for people in those situations?
Yes.
Well, I feel bad for the innocent ones that end up either hurt or victim in any way, shape, or form. The person that caused it, my level of feel sorry for you is shrunken because you made a choice. And I don't want to hear any of this stuff about, oh, well, they're an alcoholic. Well, you know what? It's still a choice.
Well, that was a choice too, actually.
It's still a choice.
You picked up the first one.
You did. You chose to do it.
And there's plenty of people that have been down that road that have chose to walk away from it.
And people want to say, oh, that it's hard. It's so hard. Anything that's an addiction is hard.
Life is hard.
But see, this is just it. We're into the feelings generation. Oh my gosh, give me an excuse so I can have a pity party and everybody can sit there and go, oh, you poor thing. Oh.
Would you like one? I mean, I could throw a party for you if you want a party.
No, I don't really want a party.
Okay.
But it goes beyond that. Now you're talking, if they could choose to decide based on digital ID scores, your social scores.
Oh, no.
They could start deciding whose car is going to start in the morning.
Yep.
Are you getting home tonight? It can go way beyond
it can.
Just the idea.
And people don't think that could happen. But come on, people. Pick up your cell phone. Pick up your cell phone. Throw it in the car. Don't even pay attention to it. And in your conversation, throw out something odd.
Way left field.
Yep. Throw out something odd.
For God's sake, if you've got a smart appliance, you can walk past your microwave and say something, and next thing you know, you're getting every video, every Google
anything
search.
Anything that has to do with that.
It's the suggestion.
Yep. We did that with my mother-in-law. Put our things on the table. We were in a restaurant and we were talking about this, and she's like, oh, that's not possible. And it's like, yes, it is. So we started talking about horny goatweed. It's a supplement. And we brought it up a few times. And next thing you know,
it's definitely not a weed to make your goats horny.
You've got these
I can just
ads coming up for the supplements. And it's like, now, your phone thought, ooh, they want to know about supplements. And next thing you know, you start getting all this stuff. And it's true.
Well, it's the other part about it is, think about it with your smartphones or any device that you use that is smart.
Has a camera,
a microphone, any speakers, anything on it that it can hear, see, whatever. You have a terms part of that is being disclosed.
Terms and conditions.
Part of which has to do with the collection of data, personal data. You're being recorded.
Everything on your phone.
Kept in a data file somewhere, and it can be subpoenaed. Warrants can be put out there for it, and it's legal.
Yep.
And guess what? You basically have no choice but to say sure, or your device isn't going to work for who's.
You're either using it or you're not using it. And if you say no to the terms and conditions,
you basically get nothing. It's kind of like, here's the mortgage document. You either sign it and go along with everything that's in there, or you just don't get the house.
Yep. Exactly.
It's a no choice is what it boils down to. But, they're listening to what you're doing, and they claim
they're listening right now.
They claim that,
like us,
these devices are not being utilized by any government agencies.
Oh, they're full of it.
To listen without legally getting the warrants and such that they're supposed to. I'm going to say I disagree with that assessment. I'm pretty convinced that they're listening to everything you do.
Are you being disagreeable?
I am disagreeable. Well, it's kind of the same thing with thermography. That they can look into buildings and they can see the people in there.
Oh, they've already said that they can do that.
And they can see what you're doing. Yeah. So, there is no privacy anymore.
They know how many people are in the house.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
And it's not just the thermal outline blurb like you see on the old
No,
movies.
they can tell if it's a man or a woman.
Oh, they can tell exactly what's going on.
Yep.
So that really makes me uncomfortable.
But,
well, and they claim they're not doing any of these things. It reminds me of the movie with Gene Hackman, who was running around with a tin hat on his head and tin around his room because he was so afraid of what the government was on and finding out about stuff. But it's the truth.
It is the truth.
When you've got drones out there, huge drones, they're not the little ones your kids are playing with.
Well, and everybody is sitting there talking, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist. Well, that was a made-up term to make you look nuts. And the funny thing is all of those conspiracies are now being proven true.
Hey, that's the truth.
I'm going to make myself a really pretty tinfoil hat.
I'm going to go for a crown.
No.
I want a tiara.
Oh, tinfoil tiara.
To go with my plastic Rubbermaid pink guts.
We need to go make that. So the next time we do one, we're going to have those.
We should. But I mean, it really is. It's this whole invasion in our lives. It's not just privacy issues. No, it's everything. They're getting into your life completely to the point where they're going to want to tell you what you can and can't do, think, say,
when
have,
you can,
eat.
when you can't. Yeah. Exactly. Well, they're already trying that with the food and whatever. You see what's going on with all that.
But,
I know.
Call it a conspiracy theory. I don't know.
I saw something on TV today. I'm going to say it was Governor DeSantis's wife, and they were talking about baby formula and how they had it tested. And I can't believe they're feeding this to our children, blah, blah, blah.
It's the initial get them hooked on sugar device.
No, they're finding heavy metals and arsenic and all sorts of crap inside these formulas. And they're like, I can't believe that this has been allowed. You know what? What do we have? An FDA, a USDA, an EPA, an FDA, a USDA, an RPD. I mean, what do we have? All of these lettered organizations for. And then the comment was made, well, when the FDA goes in, it's usually a reaction to a finding. So who's going in? I thought USDA was going in to inspect stuff beforehand.
No.
You have the health department that goes into a restaurant beforehand.
I think, they go into the restaurant beforehand before you start your business. Whether or not they ever circle back around.
Well, no, they do. They go in and make inspections into restaurants because you can go out and you can find stuff where they go in and they find cockroaches and crap.
Is it the same level of inspections as when, companies,
but who's inspecting the food?
Say, oh, the corporate's going to be there next Tuesday at 3:00.
I don't know. You'd have to ask the restaurant.
I don't know.
The point being, you've got all these littered groups and not one of them that are supposed to keep us safe. Don't forget this whole kill switch thing and whatever. It is to keep us safe. Everything is for our safety.
Everything's for your own good.
Yeah. For our own good.
Because they know what's for our own good.
And yet all these lettered industries and stuff, and now it's coming out that all this crap is in the food. Really? They've known. They've known.
Sugar, dyes, synthetics.
But they've known.
Yeah. They have known.
They've known, and they're in bed with pharmaceuticals.
Somebody had to say, okie dokie, this product can be sold.
Yep.
It's been tested.
Yep.
Yada, yada. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess when you have enough money to pay somebody off. Oh, did I say that? Anything can happen.
Never can tell.
Well, you know what they say, money talks.
Follow the money. They say follow the money.
They do say follow the money.
And there's a reason that they say that.
And it usually leads to some kind of stinky situation. Anyway.
That's the root of all evil, that's stinking. It's not the money itself.
No,
it's the root of all evil.
Yes, it is.
Oh, but there we go. That was our tirade for the day.
Yeah. Kill the kill switch.
Yeah, kill the kill switch. Contact your senators and contact your congressman too. Because if the Senate says no and it kicks back, well, we need somebody else to say no.
Somebody has to stand up for the people.
Start standing up for yourselves, people. Can't put up with this.
No, we can't.
Okay, well, there we go. Coffee on.
Chaos managed.
That's Couch Talk.